Opening bell is Tuesday, the 16th of August. Welcome everyone to the show. Today, Kenyans are done with the elections and there's a new president-elect, the incumbent Vice President, William Ruto. So congratulations from this end. Keep an eye on this administration for the next 5 years in East Africa's largest economy. The shares of MTN went up 0.5 yesterday. Zenith Bank, the largest commercial bank, saw about 2.2% uptick on its shares, but the stock market in Lagos was dragged down by declines in Presco, which is an agro-ally, and Dangote Sugar, both within the consumer goods. So the consumer goods index fell 0.6% on Monday to start the new week. The banking sector climbed by 0.2% despite the decline in consumer goods as well as oil and gas index. So let's just push this aside. The BRVM finished Monday up by 11 basis points. The Egyptian stock market started the week 0.07% on the back footing. The NSE, that was on Monday, just before the announcement came in of William Ruto. The stock market was just tied of 0.01% at 147.03. In Johannesburg, the market was up by the same margin as in Kenya, 70,740 on the largest securities exchange on the continent. So that's how the Monday looks like, just to raise the curtain on the market week for you. What's in the news, by the way? So the elections are out, and now everyone is looking what's the horizon, and the transition will be from Kenyatta's administration to William Ruto as the president-elect, at least as going by the announcement made yesterday afternoon. MTN Uganda will be paying about 3.5 billion Uganda shillings in gross dividend, interim dividend to shareholders. That will be on 30th of September. And Kenya is paying oil dealers subsidy of around 24.5 billion shillings because the country is trying to retain fuel prices without jacking it up in line with the global oil market. And Kenya's Vice President William Ruto has won the August 9 presidential polls. And Uganda says it scrapped the tax that was attached to imported rice that are imported from Tanzania, trying to keep things easy and make sure that rice is available to Ugandans. That tax has now been scrapped. And Jubilee Holdings in Kenya is looking to get about 270 million shillings from the sale of his subsidiary Mauritania, Western Sahara, to Allianz SE. That is expected to be concluded next month, September. So I'm moving straight to West Africa, where the Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday appended a signature to a number of new legislations, which includes the Company Allied Matters Act, the Act setting up the FCCPC, which is the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council, the new legislation for the Police Trust Fund, and a host of others, including electoral amendments. All that was signed on yesterday. But the bigger news on the economic front is inflation. Now at 19.64%, went up roughly 2% on a month-on-month basis. Core inflation also climbed yesterday on the back of higher prices on non-food items, utilities, transport, and everything else in between. Then you talk about the food index, hit 20.2%. That's also the highest. The numbers for the month of July were the strongest in Nigeria since 2015. This is how inflation is roaring in Africa's biggest economy. Then Total Energies and the shareholders in Cote d'Ivoire are greening at the BRVM 2021 dividend being paid. And NAPE, which is the National Association of Petroleum Exploration, is in Nigeria, geophysicists, geologists, CEOs of those companies. So that body called NAPE has signed on as an official partner of the Africa Energy Week 2021, which will be taking place in Cape Town, October 18th to 21st, under the umbrella of the Africa Energy Chamber. That's congratulations and moving that forward for the Energy Week, which is the premier leading oil and gas exhibition and conference every year in Cape Town in South Africa. NAPE will be making major contributions to that particular conference, and we're covering that for you here on Frontier Africa Reports, by the way. So keep an eye on that in October. Then we'll go to Southern Africa, and that's where I'm talking about the top stories of the day, with Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe says the country's month-on-month inflation will decelerate from 25% in July to about 10% by the end of the year. That's according to the Reserve Bank or the Central Bank. Caledonia Mining, which is focused in Zimbabwe, is reporting a profit of 24% in the first half of the year and says 2022 has been a substantially good year for the mining firm. And the workers of the South African Revenue Service, the SARS, have gone back to work so that the talk or negotiation around wage deal can continue between the union and others as well. That was the news yesterday. They're back at work, and that will help South Africa move on very quickly in terms of revenue collection. South Africa is facing about 4.8 trillion rand in infrastructure investment gap by the year 2030 if actions are not taken. And clock is ticking, by the way. Just about 2030 is just 8 years from now. And hope is looking very slim, if not close, for those who invested in Magna X. That FX trading platform was liquidated with about 1.4 billion rand locked in. Now it looks like investors in Magna X could just imagine their money is lost down the drain. Sorry, folks. Like I said, let's look at North Africa, by the way. So Egypt is looking at a further improvement of the economy as we see Morocco also coming on stream with a number of deals within the energy space. So economic data out of Egypt showing that the football company, which is Ghazal El Malala, has been allowed by the authorities to extend its capital raising from August the 14th to the 28th. 14th of August was the initial date, which was last week Sunday, 2 days ago. Now that's been extended until the 28th, just to allow this company to raise necessary capital. That, according to the FRA. Then the Egyptian, the indices on the EGX, that's the Egyptian Stock Exchange, have posted a semi-collective increase because of local companies that are making purchases. And British firm Emerson is looking to launch a potash factory in Morocco, while Morocco is reporting custom revenue of roughly $4.7 billion US dollars, nearly 25% uptick since the year started. But one of the biggest news, however, is that Moroccans in diaspora are making bank deposits around 18 billion US dollars in the first 6 months of this year. And that's got a whole lot of diaspora remittances coming to one of Africa's strongest economy north of the continent. And that's your show this Tuesday. That's your Frontier Opening Bell. I am boosting them off. I'll see you next time. Go on social media platforms to follow all our stories as well as videos and broadcasts, as well as our website, frontierafricareports.com. And of course, our subscription is free on our YouTube, Frontier Africa Reports. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.